You learned about the short put and the short call strategy. For the short put, you would want the stock to stay above the strike price of the option. And for the short call, you would want the stock to stay below the strike price of the option. Well, in this chapter, we're going to talk about the strangle, which is simply just a combination of a short put and a short call. And the idea of this strategy is that you are hoping the stock will stay below the short call strike, but also above the short put strike. So you are looking for the stock to trade sideways and stay within a certain range. If this happens, we will profit on both the call and the put. Let's look at an example to see how this works. The current price of stock XYZ is $75 per share. And you can also see the prices of the options here with, let's just call it 30 days to expiration. To construct a strangle, we're going to sell an out-of-the-money call and also sell an out-of-the-money put. We can choose whatever strike prices we want for each option. But for this example, let's just go 10 points away from the current stock price on each side. So we're going to sell the 85 strike call option at 2 and also sell the 65 strike put option at 2. Now let's look at a few scenarios to see how this trade works. Alright, so we are short the 85 strike call and we are also short the 65 strike put. And both of these options expire in 30 days from now. Now with this trade, we want the stock to stay within this range. If it does, we will make money. And if it goes outside of this range, we can lose money. So let's just look at an example. Let's say the stock doesn't move much, and maybe it even goes up a little bit and ends up at, let's say, $82 per share. If the stock is at $82 per share, then both the call and the put that we are short are still considered to be out of the money. And what do we know about out of the money options that are about to expire? Right, they are worthless. If both of these options are worthless, then we made 2 points on the short put, and we also made 2 points on the short call. So if we add these together, then we made a total net profit of 4 points, or $400. And just like with all the other option spreads, we treat this trade as one trade, and we are really just concerned with the net prices of the spread as a whole. The combination of the short call and short put is called a short strangle. Our net entry price for the strangle is 4 because we collected 2 points on the call and 2 points on the put, and our net exit price is 0 because both of these options are worthless. So rather than monitoring the prices of each individual leg of the trade, we can just monitor the price of the spread as a whole. We sold the strangle as an opening trade at 4, it's now at 0, so we are up 4 points on the trade. Okay, scenario 2. This time, let's say the stock doesn't cooperate and goes well outside of our range that we wanted it to stay in. And let's say the stock goes up and ends up at, let's just call it $94 per share. If the stock is at 94, then the 65 put we sold at 2 will again be worthless because it's still out of the money. So we made a profit of $200 on this option. But the 85 strike call option is 9 points in the money, so it's now worth its intrinsic value of 9. If we sold this option at 2 and it's now worth 9, then we are negative 7 points on the short call. So if we made 2 points on the put and lost 7 points on the call, our net loss on the trade as a whole is 5 points. Or since we traded one contract, we are down $500. Now you'll notice that we lost money on the call side and we made money on the put side. And that's what's cool about neutral strategies like this strangle. Yes, we have risk on both sides. We can lose money if the stock goes up too much, and we can also lose money if the stock goes down too much. But we can't lose money on both sides, right? Because the stock can't be in two places at once. If we lose money on the call, then we will have made money on the put. And if we lose money on the put, then we will have made money on the call. I just wanted to throw that out there because it's often misunderstood, and people sometimes think, well, if you're selling a put and a call, then don't you have double the risk? Well, the answer is no, because you can't lose money on both sides of the trade. So hopefully that made sense and clears up any confusion that might have occurred otherwise. You're looking at the option chain for Netflix. Netflix stock is currently at $129.89, and the options displayed on your screen have 38 days to expiration. Let's make a bet that Netflix stock will stay within a certain range, and that range will be determined by whatever strikes we choose for our short call and short put. Now, we can choose whatever strikes we want, and the further out of the money we place our strikes, the wider our range will be that we need the stock to stay within, and therefore the better our probability of profit will be. But at the same time, going really far out of the money will mean that we don't collect as much option premium. And again, there's no magic number when choosing your strikes. It's really more just about finding a balance between having a high probability of profit, but also achieving a decent return. Now, you can choose whatever works best for you, but as a starting point for this example, let's just choose the strikes that have a probability in the money of around 16%. You can see this brings us to around the 150 strike on the call side, and on the put side, it brings us to around the 110 strike at 18% probability in the money. Close enough. All we have to do to bring up the order is right-click the bid or the ask of the 150 call, click Sell, Strangle, and the order will pop up on your screen. But now we have to adjust the put strike selection. We're just going to change this from 145 to 110. Now we can change the position sizing to whatever we choose, and it will automatically keep the correct ratio of one put to one call. And we can also change the price we want to enter the trade at. And remember, we are selling this spread, so we would want to get filled at the highest price possible. And for this example, we're just going to enter this trade at the current prices. Now, with trading spreads, it's always a good idea to do one last check before sending the order, and make sure the spread you are trading is correct by looking at the individual legs of the trade. You can see that we are selling the 150 call and also selling the 110 put. So this order is correct, and we can go ahead and click Confirm and Send. Now on the pop-up box, you can see all the details of the trade, including buying power effect, or the capital requirement to make this trade. In this case, the capital requirement is about $1,300. And the max loss is infinite, or as we like to say, it's undefined. We just feel that that's a more accurate term to use. Moving on, the max profit is simply the price we sell the Strangle for. So in this case, we are selling the Strangle for $369, but of course we are selling one contract, so that equals $369. And of course we achieve this max profit if the stock stays between our short call and short put strike. Lastly, the break-even stock prices are the short call strike plus the entry price, and the short put strike minus the entry price. As long as the stock stays within this range, then we will make money, and if it's outside of this range, then we will lose money. So alright guys, that's it for the Strangle strategy. Here's a quick overview for you so you can review it before moving on to learning the next spread. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to click the like and subscribe button below. And also be sure to check out our 3 free video series by clicking the link in the video description below. These videos will help your trading tremendously, and they are completely free. All you have to do is click the link, input your email, and we will send you the 3 videos. So I will see you there.